is free bread. Ticker CSL is free bread. Bullish or bearish on target just joined. You look at this setup. How are you bearish on this setup? Okay? How are you bearish on this setup? So there's a few things I want to look at now. Of course, we got to look at the cues. You guys know we've been talking about the run to 500 this entire time, okay? Like, if you're in the Discord, I haven't been live very often, but I want to get a YouTube video up, so I'm going to go live right now just so I can record the YouTube and, kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to go live on here, and I'm going to post this on YouTube. But if you look at the weekly on the cues, this is what we've been talking about this entire time. A lot of people turned bearish right here. Meanwhile, I was telling you to be overly bullish. I was begging you to be overly bullish at 450 right here because the bottom is not, or the top is not in yet, okay? If you guys have been following WAM, you know we have a price target all the way up to around like 560, like the middle of here, like 550 on the cues. The top is not in yet, okay? We haven't even seen Bitcoin make a move to 100K, which I think it gets to 105, 110K around there. And then that's when we can start being very bearish because you best believe, okay? I was calling the run back when the Qs was in December 2022. You can go to the TikToks and you literally see me saying, please don't be bearish right here. This is the bottom, okay? Back 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I've been in the game for a long time. Yeah. Okay, I was literally telling you, don't be bearish right here at the bottom of the Qs. Now I'm telling you, there's going to be a recession, okay? There's going to be a recession. We could talk about that on a different day, but you best believe there's going to be an opportunity for us to get major dollars on a bear move, but the top is not right now, okay? And I'm going to tell you exactly why. If you look at the Qs right now, I keep telling Discord, don't go short until you see the Qs below 480. And if you look at the Qs at 480, all you saw was strong bounce area, okay? It literally just kept bouncing there. It's just gathering strength. You already had that dip to 450. Now what it's doing on a weekly time frame is it's holding above where you saw this fake pump. You see these 2 wicks right here? You saw this fake pump, and then that's where we had that steep correction. Now it's holding above the correction area, which is 485. Okay? So that should tell you that we're going to retest not only the top, okay? We should retest the top at 504, but this is going much higher than the top, okay? This is most likely going to 550 like we've been talking about, okay? We have the next leg incoming. This is not where you want to be bearish, okay? We literally have the most, this is where Euphorium. I don't know if you guys saw the Wall Street cheat sheet, but this is Euphorium. We're getting into Euphorium. You can look at meme coins. You can look at some crypto stuff popping up and going crazy. Butt coin, trash nut butt coin going crazy because we're entering into Euphorium, okay? This is not where you want to be bearish. This is actually where the easiest money is made on upside moves. This is literally where the easiest money is made on upside moves, by the way, the Euphorium run. And by that, I mean you're going to see small caps just go absolutely crazy. You're going to see Riot. We're going to talk about crypto miners here soon, but you're going to see Riot, and you're going to see Target, and you're going to see IWM, right? I actually do want to look at IWM. You're going to see small caps going crazy, and that's where you can get very cheap contracts, which we're going to talk about, different stocks where you can find cheap contracts, and you could buy a whole bunch of them, and then let's say they cost like $10, they're going to end up costing $1,000 per contract. I'm not even making that up. That's the type of euphoric run that we're going to be on, especially when you look at IWM. Okay, you look at IWM. What is it doing right now? What is it doing right now? First of all, if you guys remember the last time I went live, I told you, like, I didn't even have to mark up anything. I told you it's going to go up here, make a little correction, and then make its move to 300. This is going to be the Russell 3000 ETF here pretty soon, okay? We're going to 300, or the top of this channel at least, if you zoom out. Okay, so if you're looking at stocks right now, if you feel like you're late to SPY, if you feel like you're late to Qs, you want to make sure you're paying attention to IWM and small caps, TNA, and some other stocks we're gonna look at. But if you look at, this is messy. Let me clear it up. This is messy, but if you're in the Discord, you know why I have all this stuff up here. But Because I post about this stuff every day. I can only go live. I'm actually trying to go live a lot more. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna try to go live a lot more. But if you look at the weekly time frame right now, this is a strong consolidation on IWM. Okay, this gave me butterflies. This setup right here gave me butterflies because the money that you can make is gonna be very easy in these next coming weeks and possibly month. Okay, if you look at this setup, this is consolidating in a very bullish setup. You even have hidden bullish divergence on a weekly time frame, okay, where this is making higher lows. This is making higher lows. Higher lows, you have the bullish momentum down here, and you're making these higher lows. We're in for a rocket. A rocket. Okay? And you're holding above where you had all this rejection that you see right here. Okay, this was literally like a year-long consolidation under 210, and now you have it breaking above 210, holding above 210 for the past month. Okay, IWM, and the reason I'm looking at IWM is because this is an ETF, and if we're looking at IWM, that should tell you a lot of small caps are going to run. We're going to get into those individually if you don't like IWM. I like looking at individual stocks personally as well. But we have a move up to 288, okay? Up to 288. That's a huge move. It's a huge move, okay? Look at this beauty. And it's getting ready to come right now. We're in the Euphorium run. Please don't be bearish right here, bro. Actually, I don't care. Somebody got to flip the burgers, man. Somebody literally has to flip the burgers, so I don't care. You could be bearish. Somebody got to flip the burgers. But if you're watching this stream, and if you've been watching me over the past 2 years, there's no reason why you shouldn't have more money than you started out with. And you should have way more money than you started out with if you've been watching me for 2 years. I'm just saying. But if you haven't, there's another opportunity, and this opportunity is right here, okay? I'm gonna look at some crypto miner stocks, and then I'll look at some individual stocks you guys want to look at. I know someone talking about Tesla. Some people want to look at MSTR, and we've been telling you about MSTR for a while. If you go to my fifth TikTok, I don't post much, but if you go to like the fifth TikTok, I said what's the best investment you can get into, and MSTR was like $300 pre-split. So it was really $30. If you look at MSTR right now, it's $212. I was telling you to buy this at $30. But there's another opportunity. If you look at Riot, I do want to look at some crypto mining stocks, because I'm telling you, if you want to look at some stocks that are very cheap contract wise, and if you guys know me at all, I'm not talking about get you some weekly contracts. If you get some weekly contracts, those, you got to realize there's a reason you probably keep losing. There's a reason some of you guys just sit in here and just lose. Because you want to get some weeklies, and you want to get some 0 days, and you want to be a trader. Believe in something, man. Believe in something. Believe Riot is going to end up getting to $126 just based off some of the TA that we can draw up right here. If you look at the previous run in 2017, 2018, the run that it had, it went to $3. It was at $3, and then it went all the way up to $45 in 1 month. In 1 month. So if we take the fibs and we do the same thing right here, it went to the 1.618, the second run, okay? And this went to, listen, pay attention, because this play, you could literally just get into this play and close your app for the next month, 2 months, and more likely than not, you're going to end up making a whole bunch of money. So just listen. Look, if you just tuning in right now, you just want one play, this is the play I'm going to tell you right here. There's a reason this is the stock I want to look at, and then we're going to look at some stocks you guys want to look at. Because I think this is the most high potential, especially if you're getting some shares. Now, shares, you're going to be way more safe, okay? Now, options, you want to make sure you're getting 4 or 5 months out on these contracts. But if you look at this previous run, let me start right here. It went to the 1.618, okay? It went to $73.30 from $1. If you don't know crypto miners, this is a Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin, I hope you know, is going to end up going crazy here soon. It went to the 1.618, like you see right here, okay? So this next run, if history repeats itself, which I believe it is, I mean, it's been doing that 2017, 2021 run. It should do that this third run, third time's the charm. You have this with a price target to 126. I'm just gonna be conservative and say it's going to 100 plus. And if you go look, this is how you know this is going to go to 100 plus. Go to your little options chain on whatever platform you have and try to even buy some $30 calls on Riot for the next 2 months. I guarantee you they're probably not selling it. And there's a reason. There's a reason, because those will be going for pennies and you'll be able to buy 5,000 and it's only $500, and then you come back in 3 months and all of a sudden, look, man, this is what I'm doing with my money. If you're in the Discord, you know the positions we're in, but it's getting ready to make a move. We've been holding some March. It's getting ready to go to 126. And the reason it's getting ready to go to 126, you see the bottom right here. This is a dollar bottom. It went to 73. Now you have a bottoming around $5. You best believe it's going to go much higher, okay? So Bitcoin stocks is what you need to pay attention to. If you're not, look, man, you're going to end up missing out, and you're most likely not going to make it because you're not looking at the easiest setups you can get into right now. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I mean, even on a monthly time frame, you can see that this is making that. What is that candle? We always talk about it. We always talk about it. This candle right here. But this is a candle that I always see huge, big old green candles after, okay? He said 100 plus. Nah, hey, if you don't think so, come back in 2 months. Come back in 3 months. Okay? I've been doing this for a while. And you know what's even funnier is that people were saying that when this was $2 in the Discord. There's some OGs in the Discord. We got into like a year out $5 calls on Riot, and it went all the way to $70. Okay, so some people remember people saying no way it's gonna make that huge move, and then all of a sudden it made that huge move. And the reason is because this is a $2 billion market cap, a small cap. And if we just looked at IWM, and I showed you that it's gonna end up getting a 288. And this is $2 billion. I can show you some absolute shitters that are trading at 20 billion market cap. 20 billion is nothing in stocks, by the way. I can show you way worse stocks that are trading at 20 billion. That's the euphoric type of run I'm talking about, okay? But anyways, let's look at some stocks you guys want to pay attention to. If I looked at Riot, the same goes for Mara, the same goes for CLSK, so you don't really have to ask about those. Anyways, let's move on. And if you're paying attention to the comments, if you're listening to people in the comments, do it at your own risk. Most people talk in the comments, they end up being wrong. Like what I talk about ends up being right over a month time span, 2 month time span, and then they never show their face again after. So you want to be careful what you see in the comments, because you don't want them swaying. I've been doing this for a while. So I gotta say, I've been doing this for a while, and it's been accurate. It's been way accurate. Way accurate. I'm surprised they haven't banned me on here. It's been too accurate. If you look at Riot, this was an obvious move. I think this is going to end up going much higher. Now, me personally, I don't like looking at stocks that are like you kind of missed. You missed a chunk of the move, right? Because I mean, just this week, like if you didn't get in on that red candle and it's already up $3, I would hate buying at the top right here. But if you're getting into some 3, 4, 5 month out or 2 month out calls on this, what we looked at with small caps, this is $23 billion market cap. I mean, this is going to end up going much higher in my opinion. We can come over here and just draw up. I mean, I see this easily getting to around $55. Okay, so I like Robinhood. I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. Now, would I get into it personally? No, just because I mean it already made a huge move. I like buying undervalued opportunities. Undervalued opportunities. Okay. PayPal. Let's look at PayPal. PayPal is actually one that I do want to enter. We've been talking about PayPal for a while. I've been giving you the most. Like, if you haven't, by the way, if you haven't learned the fibs, like I drew up right here, and it literally came down into that green box, which is the buying area. Like you literally could have caught a perfect buy right there. You need to learn them, okay? But if you look at PayPal, this is what I mean. If you look at a lot of these small cap setups, this is kind of a mid cap, but mid caps and small caps, they're gonna end up running together. The money from the large caps, like you see with Microsoft and Apple and stuff, those are trillions of dollars. People are gonna end up taking profits from there, putting them into something that they could possibly 2x quicker, 3x quicker, versus trying to get another 3 trillion on a market cap. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason mid caps and small caps are about to make this huge run in this euphoric phase. But if you look at PayPal, this is a beautiful setup. Like, beautiful. Beautiful. It's literally about to break out from this huge rise. This is what you want to see in a bull market, okay? This is going to end up going much higher. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And to be honest, if you even zoom out on bigger time frames, it hasn't really even got started. It hasn't really even got started. So I like PayPal. I think it's a good one. I think it's a really good one. And you even have this hidden bullish divergence that you see down here. Oh, this is a beauty. Oh, this is a beauty. It's a beauty. I like it. I like it, bro. I like it. This will probably go crazy next week. This candle is very bullish. People were eager to buy that dip. You can see that in the candle psychology. Very eager. Very eager. Now, let me see. So I tell you to get the fibs. You could have easily got that dip buy. But anyways, I like it. Don't listen to the downgrade. I have a lot of money in PayPal. Oh yeah, PayPal's a good app. Don't let anyone tell you different. Let's look at Tesla. A lot of people are scared to get into Tesla. I'm telling you right now, this is probably a dip you want to get into, okay? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Please don't tell me. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Please don't tell me. Please. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm telling you right now, this period that we're entering into, you do not want to be bearish. This is probably the easiest time for you to make some money because these setups are perfect. This is literally giving you, oh my gosh. I'm looking at Tesla next week. I'm already in some Tesla calls, but I'm looking at Tesla for some easy day trades next week. Overreaction. Look at where this, first of all, this is a critical level, which I don't think it breaks. There's too much happening for this to break, in my opinion. I mean, it's in the buying area that you saw right here, perfect buying area, in a bounce area. This should get a nice bounce, if anything. And then, if you are bearish, like, don't be bearish right here, first of all. Being bearish right here is absolutely crazy. Being bearish right here is absolutely crazy. Okay? Because this is not, this has too many confluences working with it. Like, you even almost have this about the hidden bull diverge right here. So if you're bearish on Tesla, you might want to wait for a nice little bounce and then for it to get, then wait for it to come back down. But this is a setup that ends up going much higher. I mean, we can look at a lot, like even if you scroll out to the weekly, I'm so excited about Tesla right now. If you scroll out to the weekly, we know, first of all, we know Tesla goes much higher. Well, I know that. We've been talking about this for some time now. We know Tesla at least gets to 295. At least, like, minimum. Now, if it blasts off, perfect, which it depends on, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No. Yeah. No way I'd be bearish on Tesla. I mean, this thing has too many confluences. Like, that's why you got to have a bag when you're analyzing some of this stuff. Because I sat here, I did the fibs. Okay, that checks out. I sat here and looked at the RSI. Okay, that checks out. The more confluences you have, the higher percentage your trade goes up. Okay. And with Tesla, I mean, we just went over 3-4 things that checked out. Love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, we don't have to look at it anymore. This one looks great. Let's look at SMCI. Yeah. 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 Look, man, I'm trying to tell you guys. Every time I go live, there's a reason. Like, there's literally a reason. God is like, bro, you got to go live because bro. This is a time where people can easily make some money. If you go to the last time I went live, like the same thing could be said. The last time I went live, the same thing could be said. The other time I went live, the same thing could be said. And it's always accurate. Like, I dare you to go to the past YouTube videos and double check. Like, okay, he talked about Tesla right here. What did it do when bro talked about it? I dare you. I dare you, because some of the setups that I'm looking at right now, like someone said SMCI. Someone said SMCI, and bro, like it doesn't get any better. And if you look at the monthly, we have 18 days left in October. I just told you, if you guys been watching this stream, this monthly, this whatever this setup is right here, I forgot what we called it. I forgot what it's called. But there is a setup, man, I used to say it all the time. Whatever. But if you look at this candle right here, this is the candle structure that I always tell you. When you see this candle right here, you best believe there's going to be a giant green candle after this setup. I don't know what it's called. I forgot. Spinning top. There, yes. There's like different names for it. I forgot what I was calling it. But this setup right here is perfect, okay? If you look at the monthly, this tells you that the monthly on SMCI, it should be great. It should be great. You have this overreaction sell. You can tell by the hidden bullish divergence on a monthly time frame. And you also have to remember, this is a small cap. This is a $27 billion stock. We just looked at IWM. We know we're getting into the peak Euphoria run where small caps are about to make a huge move. We looked at, that's easy. You know that Nvidia is literally like their biggest partner. A $3 trillion stock is a $27 billion partner. If you missed this big run, where it went from $24 to $121, you're getting a second chance right here. You're literally getting a second chance right here, okay? I mean, we can look at the TA, but the TA is very bullish on the monthly, so I can tell you that it's most likely going to look bullish on the daily. Yes, checks out. You can see all this bullish momentum on the RSI. This is bullish momentum. Now, a lot of people like using the RSI to be like, oh, it's at 80 or it's at 70. That means it's overbought. Or it's at 20, that means it's oversold. And I'm telling you right now, I don't use it like that personally. Okay, when I see it getting above 70, I'm getting calls even more. I'm getting calls even more. Like, that's when it's actually super bullish. I mean, we can look at the past time it went above 70, which was January 17th, right here. Yeah. All right, so I just put you guys on game right there, by the way. I literally put you guys on some game right there. That doesn't mean it's oversold, but in a bull market, okay? In a bull market. When it gets above 70, it's about to go stupid. Okay, so, but this is only at 53. Bullish momentum. Daily checks out. Daily looks great. There's bullish momentum on the RSI. Look, man, SMCI is probably one of the, like, it's even, like, come on now. It doesn't want to, you can easily set a stop loss if it daily closes below $46 as well. The risk to reward on this one, absolutely great. Whoever said this one, shout out to you. Somebody said price target. We can easily look at a little price target. We're going to look at Snow here next. Like, just me being conservative, this is getting to 54, but I really think this gets actually to 100 and like I think it goes back to all-time highs. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is $28 billion market cap. If it just gets to 60 billion, which it already has been, that's a double up. That's 100. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited right now. I'm so excited right now because the setups are there. The setups are there. All you have to do is make sure you execute. Okay? That's it. Buy enough time. All right. So snow, me personally, I hate looking at snow. I don't think a stock should be doing this in a bull market. Look, I don't think it should be. All it did was consolidate, fake out some people, and then dip all the way down to $90, $100. It looks okay. I'm not that excited for it. If it ever gets back to 115, maybe I might mess with it. But I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, this is why I tell you to learn the RSI or the fibs on both ways, because if you look, I take this little tool, putting you on game. I'm putting you on game this evening. I'm putting you on game. If you take this little tool, you put it right here and you put it at the bottom, which is right there. I mean, it rejected that area. So if I'm looking at snow, which I don't think a stock should be looking like this in a bull market. Usually you see up and to the right in bull markets. This one's going down and to the right. Weird. I would wait for it to start closing above 126 and possibly even consolidating above 126. Okay? And getting ready for that next move to the upside. That's what I'd be waiting for. I mean, this is a rejection area, so this isn't even a good entry. Not even a good entry, but I would either wait for it to break above 126 or I'd just be patient enough to catch a bounce at 115, 116. I'm not looking at it right here. Yeah, I'm not looking at it right here. But I will tell you, my boy Canadian is like that. So if he's saying snow is ready, hey man, snow might be ready. I'm not getting into it, but I know he's been spot on with a lot of stuff. So it might shoot. If you like snow, he's saying snow ready. That boss Evan saying snow will be stock of the year. Hey, who knows? Me personally, I'd rather wait for 116 or wait for it to break above 126. I think it was one. Let me see. Yeah, 126 and get some consolidation. All right, let's look at CrowdStrike. But before we look at CrowdStrike, I've been giving so much game on here. The game does not stop once I turn off the TikTok live, okay? The game doesn't stop. So because of that, we want to make sure you follow. You want to follow the Twitter. Follow the Twitter right now. Nah, for real. Like right now, I'm not even gonna start until we get. Man, we gotta get to 3,075. 3,075. I'll be so happy, so happy. And then we'll look at CrowdStrike. We'll look at a bunch of more stocks, because the time is here. The euphoric run is here. I think the link is in the bio. I think you could go to the link in the bio and click on Twitter and follow Twitter. We post game on there. Okay. Look, I think I got one of the best Twitters on the internet. I've been posting GIFs on there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fire. Hold on. Nah, it's fire. It's fire. It's fire. We already looked at SMCI. We're not looking at another stock until we get 3,000. Oh, shoot. Oh, we just need 3 more and then we're good. All right. Dang. Okay. That bomb Twitter crazy too. Nah, for real. And even like betting, like some of you guys want to make money on weekends, man. Some of you guys want to make money on weekends. There's bets too. We have sports bets as well, okay? Sports bets as well. We hit the last parlay. I think the last parlay was like 2,000. I posted it. If you follow the WOM Twitter, you're gonna see some parlays, and that's because betting on Mars is getting me right. A plus 1233 is crazy. But anyways, let's see if we got the followers, because I'm trying to get back to the live stream. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh my. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's not waste no more time. All right, if you look at CrowdStrike, this has made an insane move. That you know what's even funnier is that we literally, like, if some of you guys have been following me for like a year plus more, you know I was telling you Crowd is gonna end up getting to 500 back when it was 118, like 120. Yeah, yep, sure were. Now what I see for it, I do still think it goes up. First of all, this is a very bullish. Like a lot of people would sit here and think this is a bear flag. This is not a bear flag. This is actually a momentum breakout. I don't know, like maybe like a fallen. I don't know what this is called, but I've seen this pattern so many times. I've been in this game for 9 years, and I can tell you that this breaks up and most likely gets to 372. Okay, I think this is a bullish setup. Um, like look at this. There's no reason to be bearish on this. All it's doing is making and it's breaking out of this. This actually looks amazing. Now, I don't like me personally. I don't like buying breakouts. I'd rather get it like on a dip that you see right here, like right here, or you know even like right here. Right here, you're buying a breakout, which I never am fond of. It is breaking out. It does continue to make higher lows and higher highs. So there's no reason to be bearish on this. Looks great. And like I said, the price target was always to 500. It's at that rejection level as well. That's why I said you want to be very careful. Okay. Now I'm very bullish. I think stocks are very bullish, and Crowd is most likely going to be up. But what's it going to do next week? It's sitting at a reject. It's at a breakout point. Is this the best entry for calls? No. Do I like puts? Hell no. So, man, I think there's better setups that you can get into. Okay? I'd either wait for it to, go down a little bit, or, take my chance with the calls with some 2-month out calls, because this is gonna be higher in 2 months. Like a lot of people, this is the great thing about buying time on contracts, and what most people should be doing. Like a lot of you guys aren't traders. You suck. Like a lot of you guys are not traders. And that's okay. Like, first of all, swing traders and building a position, that makes you way more money than day traders anyways. Now, you got to be patient, and you got to be okay with losing 30%, and you just got to hold it. But it's way more accurate, okay? So, if I'm looking at CrowdStrike and I'm buying 2-month out contracts, I would just build a position like with some 330s or something and just dollar cost average in them. I buy it tomorrow or on Monday. If it goes up, cool, I made some money. If it goes down, I would buy some more. So that's what I think about CrowdStrike. Me personally, like I said, this isn't a good entry for me. But yeah, somebody said that's my strategy. Exactly, like that's the strategy that's been making me so much money. And a lot of people won't tell you that. Like look, man. You really think Warren Buffett out here, or anybody really? I'm surprised nobody said Coinbase. Nobody said Coinbase. And the funny thing is, we got into Coinbase calls and went absolutely stupid, like over 200% in one day. And we still have a week left on them, okay? Coin is ready to go stupid. And the reason I'm saying this, look, if you know any setup, if there's anything you take from this live stream, learn this setup right here. I'm gonna show you another setup where this same exact setup happened. It's the setup where it bottoms out and doesn't go down too, like, I don't know how to explain it. I wish I knew how to explain it. It's a setup where it makes a huge rally, but it doesn't double bottom. I don't really like double bottoms like that, but it stops like at the halfway point. And then that's where you get the massive rally to the upside. Coinbase is absolutely ready to take off, okay? And if you follow the Twitter, we can look at the same thing where we talked about it on the Hang Seng, okay? Yes, we knew China was going to go crazy before most people knew it was going to go crazy. The chart was telling you that the Chinese were going to get some stimulus before the stimulus news even came out. How? How? But that's the beauty of just learning this stuff and being in the, like, you got to be in the game. You got to be in the game. This was September 16th before China got the stimulus. If you hate, this is why you need to follow Twitter. If you hate money, don't look at China stocks. And it's doing that same look. I don't know what it's called. If somebody knows what it's called, cool. I just know I'm in the charts daily. I'm in the trenches daily. And I see this stuff. So if you look at the Hang Seng, this is doing the exact same thing Coinbase is doing right now. Hang Seng was sitting at 17,000. Okay? This is the setup that we had. And I posted on the Twitter, 5,000 views. This thing went crazy. If you look at the Hang Seng, hopefully I still got it up. I deleted it. But, I mean, it was right here. And all of a sudden it made that huge move to 23,000. Okay? Coinbase is doing that exact same thing. If you haven't learned anything, learn this setup right here. Learn this setup right here. It's going to end up making you a lot of money, and Coinbase is doing it right now. So, my prediction for Coinbase, I'll just show you. I'm actually going to post this on the Twitter. I'm going to post this on the Twitter. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I see. That's what I see. Yeah. Somebody's like, no way, dude. There's no way. There's no way Coinbase does that. I mean, even if you look at the monthly, like this thing is curling up. Come on, man. Coinbase looks absolutely amazing. Price targets, we could do price targets. This is easily going to get to 278. This can get back to all-time highs, man, to like 400. Needs to break above this high, though, which I think it does. Okay? Coinbase looks absolutely amazing. And you should know that. If you got into what we got into Thursday, those Coinbase calls, they went stupid. Boyce is the wholesome, supportive dude on here, to be honest. You amazing, dude. Appreciate it, bro. Somebody said inverse head and shoulder. Weekly bearish RSI. What's a good, cheaper stock to invest in? I made enough to quit my job following Buffett advice. Somebody said Target. Let's look at Target. I think we looked at Target like as soon as the live stream started. But I'm telling you right now, this is probably one of the best setups you can get into. We looked at so many today. We looked at so many setups today, but this is a setup that I have a lot of conviction in. If you're in the Discord, you know we're already in a position. You know we're already making money from it. Why? Because we built a position. Look, man, if you just listen to what I'm telling you, there's no way you don't make money. If you're building a position, you don't care if you actually want it to go down even more so you can average into more cheaper. Okay? If you look at the weekly, first of all, you have to know that retail stocks are about to go crazy. Okay? That's the first thing you have to know. Retail stocks are going to go crazy. Why is retail stocks going to go crazy? Is because you're getting bad retail data. You've been getting good retail data for the past 2 years, and retail stocks have been going down. Now you're getting bad retail data. You best believe retail stocks are going to go up. Why? Why does that happen? I have no idea. But that's just what's been happening. And if you look at the weekly time frame, this literally went into the buying area. This is why you got to have a bag when you're looking at this stuff. You got to have multiple things that you can look at and be like, okay, it went into the buying area. This would have been the perfect buying opportunity if you were looking at Target that day. That's why you got to stay in the trenches, not 24/7, but at least check it, maybe daily. Just chill on the app for 20 minutes and look at some stocks, because you could run into a gym in the buying area that matches up perfectly with everything. You could have caught this at 134, 135, and then it zoomed all the way up to 164 in the next 2 weeks. But this actually has a lot more room to go up, okay? Target is one of the best setups on the market right now still. It's literally breaking out from this flag that you see here. And what usually happens with earning stocks regardless, let's just look at the measure move of this, okay? Just so I can give you a price target of where you could be like, okay, it went to 185. I'm going to take some profits. This is going to end up getting to 185, 186. And then you're going to come back here and be like, yo, you were right. And you know what's even funnier is that when you're looking at all this stuff, this is why you got to have a bag. When you're looking at all this stuff, it usually checks out with a lot of the other stuff happening from the previous chart, previous history of the chart. I mean, I didn't even look at any of this before I drew where the measure move was going to be, which is 186, 185. And if you just zoom out, this is where it's rejected a bunch of times. This is where you had that bounce. This is actually where it rejected a lot and then finally broke above and went all the way to 267. Okay? So when I say it's getting to 185, yeah, it's most likely getting to 185. Now, nothing's 100%, but this is like a 85, 90% chance. This is getting to 185, 186. All right, and you even have some hidden bull divergence. Okay, this was making higher lows. This is making a lower low, hidden bull divergence. Okay, this looks absolutely amazing. Target is one of the best setups. If you look at this reminds me. Okay, first of all, this gapped up for earnings. Okay, gapped up for earnings, and what you usually see, you don't see when a stock gaps up for earnings, it just goes straight back down. Okay, if a stock gaps up for earnings, it usually continues to go higher, maybe after some consolidation, like you're seeing right now. So this is actually going to continue to go up. But if you look at the monthly time frame, look at this, bro. This is having three white soldiers on a monthly time frame. Three white soldiers is very bullish. The next candle, shoot, maybe this month, it should be a very big green candle. And we're going to come back. Like, we're going to end up coming back, and we're going to be like, yo, goddamn. This was, first of all, this stream was very accurate. Second of all, I made a whole bunch of money. All you have to do is look at the previous history. Like, go to the YouTube, look at the previous history of what I talk about. And then follow me, because you know this dude is accurate. Target is ready to go crazy. All right? It reminds me of Home Depot. Yes, we call it Home Depot. Three white soldiers on a monthly time frame, and then goes crazy. The next 2 months. Target should be the exact same, okay? Anyways, let's move on. Why white? Hey, I don't know why it's called three white soldiers, man. I don't know. You want to? We can switch it. We can call it three green soldiers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And sometimes, if you just look at charts, you see. This is why you. I mean, you can know the name of it, sure. But sometimes, like, if you see this happen time and time again, like you've been studying this for years, you've probably seen this over and over again, and you probably know what happens after, more likely than not. Amazon is a stock that you guys are calling out some great stocks. Now, the Discord, like, we're already in it. Like, if you're in the Discord, we're already in, like, this stuff, making money, like, because we bought months out, and we're just building our position, and we're making money on our position. We don't have to do anything. We just open. We literally, bro, the market's on easy mode right now. Please take advantage, is what I'm saying. But if you look at Amazon, if you look at some Amazon is one of the FANG stocks that haven't went crazy yet. There's a reason I have a green markup here at 252. Okay? There's a reason. There's a reason I have a green mark all the way up there at 252. If you look at Microsoft, went stupid. Had that consolidation first, went stupid after. If you look at Meta, went stupid. All-time high right here, broke out, went absolutely crazy. If you look at Apple, all-time high consolidated, went absolutely stupid. Okay, if you look at Netflix and Amazon, they haven't made that move yet. And what did I just tell you? Consumer services and retail stocks are going to end up going, they're about to have their move. Those are just tech that we looked at. We looked at Apple, Microsoft, so even Google. The tech stocks, they went crazy. Now it is time for Amazon, the rest of the FANG stocks, Amazon, Netflix, to go crazy. This has not yet made its move. It's going to end up getting to 252. The reason 252, you come over here, that's that 1618, okay? It might even go above, okay? It might even do an insane move and continue to go up, okay? But 250s, that's what you want to look at. We got into the 250s on Amazon a while ago. If you go to the long-term holds right here, go to Discord, go to long-term holds. We got into Amazon. We got into Amazon back when it was 173, okay? Back when it had that dump. This is what I mean. You want to make sure you're following the right people so you're able to get the right entries, right? that's the goal. Now that it's at I think it went all the way up to 193 or 193. We're making money because we entered in early and we bought time, and now we just have to wait if we want to make more money. Or you can take the profits right now. I don't care. But this goes much higher, so you probably just want to hold it. If you look at, let's just look at smaller time frames. If you look at where this is holding, this is now holding above 180, which you love to see. Look at all these wicks where it couldn't break above and then, broke down. This is actually where we entered, which is hilarious. This red candle where we had that really bad week, and that's when I literally texted the Discord. I was like, hey, be overly bullish right now, please. Some people listened, some people didn't. Some people got cooked. Some people made a lot of money. Some people followed my calls. Some people didn't. But I'm telling you right here, it's going to end up going much higher. It literally rejected 180, broke down, and now what you see is it holding above, consolidating above 180. This goes much higher, okay? Much, much higher. Much, 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 much higher. I mean, look at this. Look at this setup, first of all. This is a beauty. This is a beauty, okay? This is a beauty. What's happening is higher lows and higher highs. So every setup that we looked at the weekly, we looked at the monthly, we looked at the daily. Everything's pointing to this continuing to go to the upside. We should probably see this at 200 next, just so it could get to the top of the channel. We should probably see this at around, 200, 202. I don't know. And that makes a lot of sense. You should get that double top. But once it breaks out of that double top, like I said, the bigger price target is the 250. I just broke down Amazon from daily, weekly, monthly, price targets, etc. Who's doing it better? And you know what's even funnier? Is that it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Like we've done this too many times. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. BA, Walgreens, ARM. Actually, I keep seeing BA. Let's do BA. Let's do BA, but yeah, let's do BA. Ew. Yeah, this isn't a stock that I'd even want to mess with. I hate looking at BA. Yeah, this stock's garbage. Not garbage, but like it's not great. I pass. But every single time I pass on BA, it ends up making a huge move to the upside. I'm not even gonna give analysis on BA. BA is my op, but I will say it's bull divergent heavy, and it has earnings next week, so I wouldn't, or in 2 weeks, so anything's possible. BA is a stock that if you this is defying a bull market, right? Like look at this, it chops downwards and it chops downwards. Come on, man, garbage. There's too many stocks in the market for you to be focused on garbage. Too many stocks that are going to end up making a more thoughtful move. Like this has no thought. Like this is just ugly. We already looked at Mara. We looked at Riot. What I said for Riot can be the same thing said for Mara. But I've been live for 50 minutes. 50 minutes. If you haven't followed Twitter, make sure you follow Twitter. I think I am going to check out, okay? I'm going to let you guys leave first. Thank you guys all for tuning in, though. We had a great live stream. We talked about some great stocks. Do not forget what I said, okay? What usually happens is everything ends up being accurate on here. You just don't follow through. You just don't follow through. So make sure you follow through. What I'm saying on here, there was a reason I said it. I'm not just coming on here talking out my... Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't come on here and just talk. There's a reason I said what I said. But make sure you guys follow Twitter. If we can get to 3,090 followers right now, I'll stay on and look at a couple more. But if we don't, we don't. Thank you guys for tuning in, though. This is a great stream. I'm going to try to go live a lot more. A lot more. I got the office set up. You know what I'm saying? Crypto stocks, Amazon bullish. We just looked at Amazon, probably the most bullish stock. I actually want to post some of this stuff on the Twitter. Might as well kill two birds with one stone. Coinbase was one of the best setups that we looked at. Okay, we saw this setup so many times. This is all you have to know. This is all you have to know for Coinbase. This ends up looking the exact same as the Hang Seng. Coinbase is in for a gigantic move, okay? We love WOM. Yes, sir. I love you guys too, man. I like going live. Like, I'd rather look at stocks going live versus not, okay? If you don't like money, don't look at coin. Just a fact. Just a fact. Just a fact. Like, that's all that is. It's just a fact. Just a fact. What's your best pick for Santa Claus rally? Santa Claus rally? Oh, man, we might be bearish by that time. Look, we're in a peak euphoric stage. With unemployment rising. The data is turning. Like, if you look at some of the data, back when we were very bullish 2 years ago, a year ago, now, if you look at some of the data, it's actually like inversing. And with elections coming up, man, we're gonna play it day by day. But I think something big is gonna end up happening. A recession, something. And especially when you have, like, if we just look up soft landing. First of all, we look at stuff. What the news tells you, this is like something that we've been doing for a while. Like, the OGs know. We come on here, we look at what Marco Kovenig's talking about, we look at what a lot of people are talking about. Some of the biggest bears, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, they were on CNBC and Wall Street Journal. They were saying everything was bearish. That was the best time to buy, though. But they were saying everything was bearish. We're going lower at the best time to buy. Now what you're seeing is the rally's gonna go on. Soft landing. Enjoy the soft landing is crazy. Soft landing intact, says State Street's Michael Aaron. Secure in the soft landing. Look, man. If you believe it, believe it. Me personally, I don't. Let's see if we got the... we ain't get it. But thank you guys for tuning in. Had a great time. And I'll talk to you guys in the next live stream. I'm out. Peace.